We're back. Hi, everybody. A miracle has happened. I've done 2 episodes in a row. My microphone doesn't go far enough over. I wanted to get close to the camera. Maybe I'll have to fix that. Okay, something else to build. I love building little things. I found plywood on the street this yesterday, and I picked it up in my car today, this morning. I was very excited. It's a pretty good, thick 3/4 inch ply. It's not like Baltic birch, which is the good stuff, but nevertheless, it's nice to be back to my old roots. Welcome to the podcast, Gaming and Chill, which is not at all a creative name, so I'm probably going to try to come up with something else. Gaming Ramble. I don't think I need a great name, honestly, because the main product's not the name. It's the sweet, sweet chocolate of this voice and this personality and the magical hands that produce this video. So still shaking the rust off, trying to just put stuff out, not get in my own way about the kind of content I'm putting out. You know, I try to be everything. I do have some stuff selected to do like a more audio format thing with some videos too. But like I want to play the Jon Stewart video where he really sticks it to that guy. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. A couple other audio things I want to pick out. Maybe some articles. But I've been playing Valheim a decent bit lately and having a blast doing it. There's a lot of tediousness to this game, which is kind of fun for me. It helps my little compulsive OCD stuff, but it's boring. So I've got much of that done, although you're in for a lot of tedium no matter what, because it's me and it's how this game works. So let me turn back on the HUD here. We've got some mission to do. I'm going to do some decorating. Like all good Vikings, the most important thing is how the place looks. You know, you never know when a photo shoot might break out, right? Martha Stewart might come over with her photographer, all set to go put me on the cover of the magazine. Okay, it's all about appearances. If I don't keep up with the Joneses will leave me behind, and then I will not get into heaven, as is foretold in the sacred scrolls. So, very good. We got, let's see. Yeah, we're good. Please say hi to my cat, Eva, behind us. Eva is snoozing, I think. I think she's there. I can see it in the OBS window. She might wake up, she does this thing where she does a whole yoga back stretch. I think they call it cat, cow, downward dog, upward cat, something like that. She's very flexible, I gotta say, and completely weak. I could push her down so easy. I push her. This sounds bad. She wants me to. She likes it when I rub her back while she crawls around on the ground. It's very adorable. I have a bunch of stuff filmed. She was a stray. That I started feeding, and of course, being the lecherous content maker I am, which I suck at, I filmed most of it. So I have a bunch of videos I'd like to make about this cute little kitty out there that it was very bony and skinny, and now she's this healthy little queen. And so we've got decorating, but it's foggy. It's a scary night. I actually did a little bit of work. Let's see how it looks in the fog. Honestly, I have not seen it. You can tell that one of my favorite things so far that I discovered was these glowing mushrooms you can place down. And so these are not mushrooms anymore to me. These are light bulbs. Self-sustaining. They're very green. Okay? Save the planet. We got no changes to lifestyle, but we just need to put the word green on the plastic packaging, and then everything's going to be fine. But these are green. They never go out. They last forever because they're video game mushrooms. But I have some decorating. You can kind of see I've been tinkering with them. This is a little bit there. One thing I wanted to try, which I'm going to show you up here. I've been really excited to finally get back on here recording because I wanted to save the decorating. Is like you can kind of obscure it a little bit. That would look kind of cool, wouldn't it? Now you don't even know it's a mushroom. Let's get it just precise. Got to be perfect. yeah. So, these aren't produced. I'm just gonna go off the seat of my pants ish. I probably could have a list of topics, maybe, perhaps over time as people comment. It's nice to actually see a couple people say hello. My buddy Kav, my friend MP Experience. You're all your buddies and friends. I don't mean to use different words for different folks. My friend, my pal, my buddy, my compatriot, my comrade, my homie, my buddy, my bomie. What am I doing? Why is that happening? So I built this. I kind of wanted to record it while I built it, and I still think I might gussy up this. It feels like it's a little bit like lower, but then that really lowers the profile to the whole thing, and that'll probably feel like too big of a skirt. Plus, it's not ready to be held up. Trying to do like interesting design things, with different angles and whatnot. It's easy to. That's one of the reasons I love this game is it has all the potential of like a video project or a woodworking project. That is to say, there's nothing but imagination, creativity flourishes with it. I just like the logs and the stuff, and I don't even have all the building materials. I have all sorts of plans for the space. I do like this outdoor stuff. I've got gonna pick out a spot for Jimmy Buffett, the one and only Lord and Savior of humanity. This big cool fire with this cool ass torture rack. Yeah, that's pretty fun. It's got the chimney. That's something you learn in this game is that the smoke fucks you up if you don't put it here. Let's see. Let's fuck it up. Let's see what happens. Let's close off the chimney here. Let's get that one. Let's just seal it up. Actually, no, we should seal it up higher. Yeah. So lots of stuff to think about and talk about. I'm just distracted. God. So the smoke will start to build up, and then it billows out in weird spots. And this is actually probably going to screw up my whole plan here, but whatever. I just kind of want to show the smoke system. I like that they require that you have to figure it out, because it's realistic that you can't just have fires indoors without proper ventilation. All right, any good building inspector will tell you that fires need chimneys. I don't think it's actually. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. Am I on fire? Oh boy. Okay, I tried to zoom out in time, but missed it. That's okay though. I'm a Viking. I heal. Uh-oh, I think I'm on fire again. That's right. Okay. So I'm just looking at the top. See, there is one puff of smoke floating up there. But yeah, that adds a level of complexity to the building that I find kind of satisfying, because you can't just put stuff in exactly the order you want. You got to actually build things to conform to physics and the way human bodies work. And human bodies do not like smoke. It's bad for us. So, yeah, we got decorating to do. Just trying to get oriented here. Here's an idea I wanted to do today. That's kind of been. I put that there to indicate which box has the mushrooms right there, but it's the wrong box. I put it in the wrong spot. But that's all right. So we're going to need to get us a bunch of wood. James and I did some adventuring. We went and gathered up a bunch of iron. You'll be happy to see this giant box of unprocessed iron. So I kind of just keep it rolling here. I'm burning through all my coal. All this here. Oops, should have kept some of that. And you can make it by burning fish in the fire thing, or meat. Anything you cook can, if you don't take it off when it's done, it becomes coal. You can make coal here in the charcoal kiln by burning wood. That's a pretty easy way. But you can also harvest it from those dudes that run around that are like the little flame guys. And so that's probably, James said that's a better way to do it. So that's probably my move. But I really like this little pagoda thing. I like how open the floor plan is. It feels really spacious and roomy. Lots of plans. I'm kind of thinking of doing sort of an outdoor, honestly, like a Key West kind of, place your parents go and have their first threesome. That sort of place, and they come back and they kind of want to tell you about it, but you're like, oh, this is really boundary violating. Let's Don't need to hear about it there, hedonism travel club members. Save it for TripAdvisor, you couple of weird sluts. Say that to your parents. Put that in a Christmas card. So yeah, this is actually something I was gonna try. Let me I got tons of iron on me, it's weighing me down. This guy's living my dream life. I've always wanted to have my shirt off outdoors. Haven't done that in many decades. I did swim in my late 20s, actually. I swam with a bunch of real swimmers, as my buddy was a swimmer guy, like a real one. He was very good in college. Got kind of near the Olympics, didn't make it, but got close. Almost got to the big show. But he continued to swim and was a fitness fellow. And I decided one day to join up. And it was very out of character because I didn't feel comfortable at all. I don't know what the hell came over me. I was horrible. And this girl comes over and she's a coach and she's like, hold on, let me just tell. And she's used to beginners. And it's not like I was like I was in the slow lane. She helped me with some breathing stuff. And then I took a class, a 6-week endless pool. And so they start in like a hot tub. And all of a sudden I was really out of my depth. And I just kept swimming. I swam for like a year. I slept so good those times. That was so nice. Those are such good days. So then I started swimming like 4 nights a week, an hour and a half at a stretch. And dude, it was great. I want to get back into swimming, but I'm not ready for taking my shirt off outdoors yet. I feel like that's still a ways away from me in terms of my confidence levels. Does it matter? Does the universe care? Would Carl Sagan sigh and roll his eyes at me for stressing about my body type? Yes, he would. But I would also not be able to handle my gross belly being out in public. I can do nudity for sex because at that point your genitals are involved, and you know the whole different chemical profile happening in your mind during all that phase. So you got to apologize a little bit, but a little sex tip for the fellas: don't make a big deal out about it. Don't be like, "Oh my god, I'm so gross." Like, just let her say that. Leave it up to her, okay? About you. I mean, not you know. Okay, so what do I need? Crafting station. Either I need a workbench or a forge. Don't think I have okay. I'm pretty sure I got to have a forge over close to here. So I don't know if this is going to work. I have this idea to do something with this thing. I want to jazz up our flame pit here. I like it as an anchor. I feel like this is a strong architectural anchor for this whole back area, but it needs a little something, you know. I didn't become a eternal Viking warrior just so I could go have adventures. Oh, and you know, and this shit for the decorating. I said that weird. Yeah, something about having my shirt off. That's what I was gonna say. So here, let's see. Break it apart. Okay, so that's stonework. I think I need to go get the stone machine. This has a radius. Oops, that's not how you take it. No, I'm using it. Oh, yeah, you can build stuff. I assume later on I'll be able to build more things. This game has a cool way of revealing new recipes and new stuff. When you find new items, it suddenly pops up all these different things you can do. So as you progress throughout the world, you encounter different items, and that gives you the sense of progression in terms of what you can do. So, all right, that should do it. So lots of stuff. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Honestly, I could make this a little bit more sophisticated than this, but I just want it to be, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this first. This will be repetitive, but layout is everything in woodworking. Planning your cuts. Most of the time what the fuck? Most of the time woodworking is just sitting there thinking about what to do. Or that and sanding. Why is it falling apart? Is it sitting? Is it supposed to? Is it floating? What the frick? Do I need these things on the ground? Like the ground is a little bit low because I can't like step up. Like you see how I stop running? I don't know what's happening though. That's not the right spot. Yeah, my roommate and I just finished a podcast we did about Last of Us, this TV show, for our for Suck Professor. We had a little audience there that we're occasionally try to do stuff and put stuff out. Haven't yet edited it. I'm excited about that though. I used to put crap online constantly. I've lost the last few years have been pretty weird and strange for me. Not gonna bum me out too much, but yeah, the undiagnosed autism definitely fucked me up real bad, and now I'm working on getting a handle on it. My dad, my masculine mom was is really wanting to help. I mean, not wanting, but like insisting. Not insisting either. He's supporting me in terms of finding a therapist, and so he's like down for that. So he found somebody. I looked her up online. It's a telehealth thing. I kind of want to be in person. I feel like doing it over the video. Now I have to set this up. Like I'm going to be sitting here podcasting, but having a conversation with somebody. I really want to feel the person in the same room. So I'm not sure if that's how I'm going to do it. And it's $240 an hour. Why the hell is this not sticking down? Maybe if I don't. So somehow it's $240 though. What? That's so much money. I think if insurance covers it, fine. I mean, I'm not like knocking the lady for charging that, but it makes me want, if I get around to doing my video editing lessons, I need to not feel bad if I charge $60 an hour or whatever. I want to charge, I would be very happy if I got that, but I also think I could probably charge more than that after I'm established, maybe. Why is it? I just am trying to. This is so irritating. I don't know why. So if I remove this, but then it's not snapping to the other parts. Like it's clearly. Ugh. I know I'm being tedious here, and it's not really a noticeable difference, but it's enough to. So yeah, I have Medi-Cal finally. I'm gonna be using. I have to sign up for the right plan or something. I have to work on that this week. So I'm hoping that can help. And but yeah, it's amazing how expensive stuff is. Like the whole reason I need help is because my life is crumbling apart. So I don't have $240 an hour, or maybe it's a session. You said a session, which could be less than an hour, could be more, probably less. So. No judgment on the person. I'm just, it's like, Jesus, they make it so freaking, everything has to involve money, and that's just the world we're in, and it's going to be that way till the end, sadly. Ugh. Maybe let me go get some stones. Because the idea is not even to leave it there. I'm just trying to set it down so I can size it up. And I don't know why it worked before. Like what the? I set it down the first. Obviously, I had it working. But I'm also lucky. If I can't get insurance to work for it, I'll be able to. My dad can help me out, and he's been helping with therapy for some years now because I've been reeling from various reasons, and I feel very fortunate for that. If I keep talking, I'll cry, which I don't want to do right now. I'll save that for the Patreon. The tears flow so easily these days. That's some pretty intense emotions. So yeah, I have to if I have a phone call, I have to be like, not that every time I talk to somebody, I'm not going to call up Taco Bell to place an order and start sobbing or something. But yeah, I had a phone call with someone. I was like, hey, just so you know, I might cry. I might have a thing. I don't, because I have to manage other people's comfort when I have unmasked autism that's going to come out no matter what I do. So yeah, but the light sensitivity's really got me. See, I don't want to just leave it there. Dude, this is the most tedious. Maybe I could raise it up. Okay. I know I can do stuff here that would probably, but I don't see, I don't want that. That's not. And I want it to be flat under there, like the whole kind of thing I'm going for. Reason I'm a good video editor and a good woodworker is because I'm super anal, super meticulous about stuff like this. I want smooth, flat, evenness. Might say my kink is symmetry. I'm a sim kink stir. Yeah. Are there any new Divergence movies coming out? I like those shows. I kind of do. I kind of do. All right. Hearth. So maybe it likes stone. Maybe I had just placed it, but it's okay. So maybe if I do just a stone thing. Now that's why, God, why? I've got an idea for a podcast. I'm going to find a weird glitch and bitch about it while panicking somewhat. Here, let me see. I feel like the camera should be a little bit closer. I built a little rig. I'm going to make a video about it for setting my camera up out of PVC. So I have my light here. Here, it's probably going to turn off. I have this thing. I got a dirty towel over it. Oh, I just unplugged it. But it's this guy, and it plugs in. But also, I have a PVC thing that the camera's clamped to. So setting up for shooting, setting up for doing Zoom stuff, and setting up for podcasting is so much easier now. And I like that. It's these annoying LED things that barely work. Like the connectors suck. But I find that I don't need that much anyway, so I cover it with a napkin. I'm going to try to bleach stuff. I've never used bleach before because I just think that the stain is, if it's so, what if it's stained? That's just like the ghosts, right? Like it's still, is the stain actually stuff? I mean, it is because it's there. What am I talking about? Okay, this is really aggravating. All right, let's try stone floor. These things. Will that help me? Will that allow me to? I've just started. I haven't done much stone stuff in the game, so obviously there's some. Okay, maybe if I have to touch the stone on the side of it. Okay, well, tell you what. Here's the plan. Here's the idea. Let me just see if I can size it up without. Okay, we can work around this. We can work around this. This is why I love woodworking, because you have to solve little puzzles. I think it's just a 3 across. I think that's the right dimension. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm centering stuff correctly. Crumble. That held? What the fuck? What the hell? So it's actually stuck to this piece of wood I just put down. All right. Well, anyway, that's the spot I wanted it in. Kooky, man. Okay, so no problem. I just wanted to get a couple of these down because these are sort of going to be my, you know, it's actually better to do 3 instead of 2. That way I have little attachment points. And now I can break it apart on purpose. And now I have like a proper layout. I basically just drew, you know, traced a template. So yeah, this is kind of just like a woodworking video. My dream is to have a woodworking shop where I can film, but I've said that before. I think you might have heard me last time. But what that means is I want to be able to talk while doing woodworking, because I could do it out on the balcony. I've done some live streams, and it's been kind of fun, but also it just feels real weird to be out there talking. So I don't talk. I was drawing on a whiteboard instead of talking, which okay. Yeah, this is going to be fine. Let me actually get rid of those. Need a little bit of light. I might just go to sleep when it gets dark. So what I wanted to do was... Does that really work? Not really. Yeah. Hoping that this ends up like kind of being like a square. So I think the placement of this light it's making it hard to see. Yeah, I'd love to be able to do like woodworking stuff and then like stream it and talk and actually have like you know interfacing. What am I, a Silicon Valley bro? with audience. It'd be really cool to do that. I have a kind of a similar notion for doing animation projects on Twitch where people can kind of like weigh in, like, hey, should this baker be frowning or smiling? Sorry, no, I'm being tedious here, but yes. All right, we'll just do it this way. It's not that important. No, no. See if I can get it to go. I don't want it because it's going to be. I'm going to get rid of this one. It's not going to float if I think it'd be great though to have like a space, like a kind of a production sort of studio / woodworking shop. Yeah, that's kind of the dream. So we are gonna have to do this manually, which is fine. I can line it up pretty well. And for this, it's not gonna matter. The less you eyeball stuff, the better. Although there's definitely woodworking moments where you have to eyeball something and you can get it pretty close, but you have to understand there's a greater tolerance or greater risk of things going poorly. These are taller than I wanted though. I could dig down a little if I... Actually, that might be kind of cool now that I'm thinking about it. All right, let's go hit the sack. And then grab a couple supplies. Bed needs a fire. All sorts of decorating goals. So the whole bedroom thing needs to be redone. It's really just an operation space right now. I want to do a whole fancy bed. You can do cool chairs. I need to finish the other side of the building for James, the roommate, because I want him and I to have a decorating contest, which I'm gonna win. Okay, he is not a natural decorator like I am, so he's in for a world of hurt, since we're gonna have identical sized apartments. It's just kind of recreating how he and I live here in Los Angeles. But that'll be fun. Got a new shield I'm excited about. So here, let me grab a couple. Eat a little bit of food in case we get raided by some of our victims who are seeking justice. Always annoying when victims seek justice, isn't it? All right, so we got some of that. Let's keep our smelting going. This is where the community nature of this game would be really fun, because I could just pay somebody a minimum wage to stand here at the hot fires and singe their eyebrows off while I have fun decorating. And calling that work. Oh, I had a meeting with the architect today. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, did you build a house? Yes, I built my house. Oh, you mean other people built it? You just wrote checks and made decisions. Well, I mean, I did it. Let's not go crazy. I did it. You mean you had money that caused other people to get up because they're desperate? Yes. The individualizing credit for stuff is super weird to me. This guy was talking about this business he heard about. He's like, wow, good for him. I was like, you mean like the workers that did all the work, or the guy who doesn't do the work? Like, but they do the marketing, stuff like that. Anyway, all right, so that's not enough. Why did I do that? Let's just get 10 more. 1 0 1 1 11 more is fine. Uh-oh, I'm sad. They kicked me out of the WWE, but they didn't take my belt. I bought it at the snack shop for $700. 700 Vince bucks. Okay. All right. This is going to be kind of an experiment. I don't know how it's going to end up looking. Let's put down. Might have to mess around a lot with this stuff. Okay, let's just do... As soon as this happens, you're going to kind of figure out what I'm up to. Let's get in tighter. We'll do... Yeah, just kind of just kiss the corner of that. That's probably sufficient. Maybe Always good to have a scheme. Always good to, you can do random, I guess. No, it's not. Random's not necessarily bad if that's how your art works, but not me. I am the Geppetto of woodworking. But if Geppetto just wanted a boyfriend, he just builds a bigger boy and gets a different. I watched the part of the Guillermo del Toro Geppetto movie. Had to unfollow the guy because of all his fucking spoilers on Twitter. And it's a musical. I'm gonna finish it though. James, the roommate, hates. He saw the musical and he like immediately like ran away. Not he like was like, okay, nope, I can't do musicals. He's like he's allergic. It's like I get that. Hello, friend, you've never seen. No, up on high. Will it stand? Okay. Maybe, because it can't clip into those things. So what if we try? Let's try not that one of these flat gizmos because it was holding itself up. But beautiful stuff, man. The film work, the stop motion of really impressive. We got a big creepy Jesus because he's a woodworker, naturally. See how that's like clicking into both of them? It's because they're not perfect, and that drives me absolutely crazy. They have to have it snap. It has to be snapped in. It's literally not important. All right, so let me see if that works. If that holds the way it did the first go. Nope. So it held when I put it down. I might have to stack it up on. Okay. All right. Well, here's the deal. Here's what we're going to do. Do those things stay? Huh. Oh, because they're touching these uprights. Okay. Well, good. Let me clear that. All right. We're going to try a stone thing in the middle. A surgical swing. Now let's hope. It just might not be the right. Oh shit! That's kind of what I was hoping for. That'll look okay. What did it? Yeah, it snapped to that pile there. That's fine. That's kind of what I want. Oh, all right. Yeah, we gotta get. We got a ton of iron, which will be good for building better stuff. So I built my cool shield. Plus, they let you pick out a color, which was fun. I did blue and white to match my eyes, and yeah, this will be okay. Now I'm gonna pile up, although I don't know if these things will stick to the ground. But actually, if I just let's just do. We'll start with 4, although I think maybe it's gonna need more than that. Oh, why is it not? It's clipping way more than I want. So with all this iron, which will be great, which is good stuff. Well, maybe it's because of the orientation. But then the next level up is silver, for silver armor, which is the necessary to like take on the next bosses and stuff or whatever, and build some new cool stuff. All right, rotate it. Okay, maybe it'll snap a little differently, or I could just do it corner. It still wants to just really stick into it though, doesn't it? Okay, lets me put it on the ground. That's good. All right, now I'm going for subtlety. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm a very subtle person. King Subtle, they call me. The subtlest man. No, supple. I'm King Supple. We had a communications issue in the kingdom. They named me Supple because my penis hadn't worked in 17 years. Just an extraneous flange that we could all do without. Prince Charles earned his way to the top. What a fucking joke the royal family is, huh? Okay. Yeah. That's what you call accent lighting. All right, let's give it a go. So maybe we'll go murder some wolves after we get this done, because that's a fun adventure. See, but I was kind of hoping it would be... I didn't want the mushrooms to be really all that visible. You know what I mean? But now that they're down low, it's still cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm digging this. Now let's see if this thing holds up. Will it fall apart? Is it sitting on the pillar now? Good. Because I kind of had an idea of just having corners. And I guess when we build the floor out around it, maybe we should do that with the stone. 6. Come on, sink down. It doesn't want to. Sometimes you gotta get lucky finding the right little spot, but this is not. There you go. Yeah, I've got some kind of weird... It's so close. Why would it not? Alright, maybe if I flatten the ground or something. Ugh. Come on. What's so complicated about this? It should totally work. See, like that. It should be... I'm not trying to make it... Oh, for God's sakes. I've been telling my friends how great this game is, and now they're starting to have doubts. I know I could chop down into the ground a little bit more, I guess, since we're clearing it anyway, but still. Let's see. All right. I'm just trying to do a ring around the outside here. Missing requirement. Stone. Okay. As my hero Elizabeth Warren likes to say, I have a stone for that. The field of stones. That's a reference. That's a political joke. Borrowing it straight from my act. Honestly, this feels like a little bit too much. A little too much stone, to be totally frank. What happens if I snap it in there? Dude, it's definitely going to block out. I don't think the light bleeds through because the game is smart. So the way to do it like this, because I need to use that as basically a centering anchor in order to get the but it still wants to be. I think there's something quirky with how the voxel floor is like on the cusp of like one snap to the next. Something along those lines. Wait a minute. Especially this one right here. Oh, a big thing that I really got to do is we got to build a pig breeding facility. So, you know what? That's actually something we should start working on too. Because I really the boar meat that you get from them. God, it's still kind of annoying. You can see the mushrooms under there. Let me try. Nope. 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 Let's just put a little rim around it. This little obscure more maybe, and if I want to add more underneath it, that wouldn't be too hard eventually. And the real show will be at night when we can actually finally see it in the dark. Oh yeah, I closed off my what is that? Was that from me standing on it? What the hell was that noise? That was weird. Now there's a bunch of frickin' wood up there. All right. It's like that one looks weird, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's better. Well, I don't think this is really working exactly how I had envisioned. I sort of had pictured just like, I mean, I could probably even just get rid of. It looks cool though, actually. Now I kind of see it. It looks kind of like a bed. I have iron for the rack. Having these. Let's go get more chains. I want to do 2 of them. Although one's elegant, but we're not doing this for elegance. Although, speaking of elegance, this hallway. Look at this. Isn't this cool? Let's put on some slow walking. Come walking out of there. Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh, I sat down. Come walking out of that portal. This is really basic stuff too. Like, you could do some cool, really cool buildings with this. Interesting rafter work. Gonna have some bunch more mushrooms down all the way up to here. I built that serpent head holder and it's angled wrong, which is going to haunt me until it's fixed. And yep. Let's do this for fun, see how this looks. Okay. Oh, I didn't pick up the thing I was going to pick up. So hold on. Let's see here. There it is. 3 and 3. I have 9. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I got to move this thing over. The clamp is like, I guess yeah, all right. I'll fix that. One woodworking project I want to do is for my mixing board here. I have it on this box that has a lid. So I just angled the lid with a board so it's easier to sort of access. But I want to build like a little platform lid thing with a drawer, or even just keep it open, like an open shelf kind of thing. A little desktop item. Custom size for the mixing board. But maybe even with an arm on it so that the thing can go down and up. And I'm also sort of envisioning using some kind of pivot door instead of a drawer that pulls out. I kind of want to do like a dowel and have some sort of drawer that swings open and then returns back into the crevice. That's just the notion, you know. If I can get some of my stuff in line, and I have a bunch of woodworking videos I've already shot that I have not edited. I need to do that, and maybe there's something there. I don't know what I'm doing with this whole project. If you've been listening to this show, you've been listening to me talk about what the fuck I don't, what the hell I'm trying to accomplish. But I have sort of, in the last couple of years, it's just been so hard to pull off since I've been sort of tail spinning into the madness and other things. The whole notion of like kind of folding all of these efforts in together so that I have like a cohesive thing, because I was sort of had everything siloed apart. Suck Professor was its own thing. Winners and Losers, which is the show that we're doing now, that I started as a podcast in 2010 back in Chicago. All the other weird little channels, Bum Rush Industries, which I'm still paying an expensive hosting service for. I have to cancel that this week if I can. Damn it, forgot about that. But man, you know, I'd make stuff out of like the plywood I found. It's not that great ply. It's durable and it's flat, which it'll be great for making some shop furniture, I think. Yeah, maybe I'll just need more mushrooms out of there. I'll come up with something. It looks fine. It still has I was just hoping it would have sort of this yellow pillow. I did pictured like this yellow white light, this sort of yellowy light, glowy pillow underneath it. So, but if I block the mushrooms, then I won't see their inviting yellow lights. So one can see the kind of trick I have. And of course, we need... Oh, what? I can't... It's all in the details. All in the details. So just leave that there. Someone set that one down and didn't pick it up. Emergency meeting. All right, boys. Who did this? Stop filming me. Doesn't it suck that everything is filmed? You used to be able to like freak out in public and you didn't get watched by people in Ohio or in India, or, you know, it's like just crazy that like literally anything goes down. There's security cameras. There's people pulling out their phones. There was a fight when I was in college, or no, high school. It was a real nasty, punchy. It was like a real gnarly one, and I was really close to the front line of it. Very intense. Students, everybody was worked up, like in those videos where the monkeys like steal the bag of oranges and from the tourist, you know, and the tourist sort of freaks out. Pretty much that. And the school, like, I don't even know what her job it was called, but she was the one that had to run in and like break up the fight. She runs up and she sort of does one of these as she's sort of storming through, because there's a dense crowd of kids. But as soon as she hit the open spot, she kind of does one of those like, whoa, and catches herself, like almost like she fell. And at that moment, although I think word had started to spread, as well as the odor, is that one of the guys had pooped his pants real good all the way out. And she slipped in the poo. This was 1996. So I was already rolling. I had the hood over my head of the camera, the big wooden kind of heavy, because they used ash back then, or hickory. I think there was a hickory stand, and I was rolling. I was going click, 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 click. I can't say the word fast. Click, 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 click. And so I was doing a film camera of it, because that's what you had to do in the 90s to make viral videos. I kid. But that is definitely the shit gets beaten out of guy, and then the school lady slips in it. would have been a video that would have, like, somebody would have been like, yeah, I made $500 on Insta, you know, and then somebody stole the content. It's nice to have memories. All right, well, let's ring this up with the wood. I'll worry about the orientation of the boards later. I do tend to get fussy about that. But I don't have wood. I have really chewed through my supply of trees. So let's head out and chop a couple down. I think I'll let those grow up. I forgive you, tree. You? No forgiveness. Well, let me eat some stamina juice. But you know, you gotta go outside, and you could just be on the bus and have a booger on your nose, and somebody's filming it, and suddenly you're booger guy. And then Booger from Revenge of the Nerds, which are very problematic movies, burps real loud at you via tweet. Here's a bunch of stuff I had stored. It's just, we're all background characters in everybody's stories, things that people are filming. And I think that impulse is so, I have it, obviously. I mean, oh God, did not expect skeletons. Hey, hold on, I'm nude. From the waist up. Let me squat down and get dressed. Ouch, you found me. Hold on, let me get out my new shield. Oh, the pig to the rescue. So let's try to make this our pig. Oh, I could punch him with the shield. Cool. Hey, protect the pig. It's a tricky process. But I kind of mourn for that world, where the world of privacy, like you could have a public meltdown in privacy, and you can't do that anymore. It's one reason I'm afraid to go outside, because it'll be like, look at this guy. Look at him. Wearing a house coat, crying at the grocery store about rib prices. No, it's not that. All right, so what I got to do here, they're tough to earn their trust. In fact, I should be sneaking. But since pigs can't climb rocks, they can be avoided. So let's hope they settle down. Oh, not sure if that's a food that this one will enjoy. It was fast, but you could see it said wild and frightened. Wild and frightened. With Brooke. Oh, shit. With Brooke. Sorry, I didn't realize the camera moved. With Jules, I'm trying to think of those Wild on Ibiza shows. There was 2 hosts. Do I have anything else I could throw at the pig? Want a piece of fish? I doubt you're... Although you guys do have reputations for eating anything. This is not necessarily... You know what? We could try this. Let's try a little superior intelligence. Who's with me? Who's with me? Hello, pig. Come see me, pig. Got to make sure that the mushroom is in the shot. is involved. A little bit on the edge of my range here. All right, come around the other side. Ha ha! You're mine! You have witnessed the birth of Pork Incorporated. Oh, it's mad. Let me go. But see now, other things are going to come by and mess this little stinker up. So we're gonna have to build more. Let's do just a second wall, just to be double sure. Then we'll do even a. Why am I standing up there? I'm totally safe now. I want it to be higher up. Let's just do it like this. Oops. Yeah, so this is basically like either Eve or Adam. If you believe the Bible, which you should. Definitely completely true. I saw some Mormons. I went for a walk, and there was some, I guess they're called elders. You know, the 18-year-olds they send out? They call them elders. Look at that little face on the and they talk to people. I saw them walking around. There's 3 of them. I was like, I wonder if one of them's a trainee. And I've never... I think I did have Mormons knock on the door once, but I kind of just shoot them off. I stroked the mannequin head I was holding and said, you get for you get got. And then they ran off. They ran off. They fled. It was a nice time. What time is it? Oh yeah, so these little Mormons were so young looking. Just like God. It's like, do you guys want to hear? Do you guys want to hear about Valheim? Do you guys ever considered that time and space are actually just the closest approximations that we can come to as far as understanding what's actually happening? I do fancy myself as like a kind of guy that could talk them out of it, like in one day. Just be like, listen up. All right, yeah, let's all sit down. Okay. But don't really. You believe that? Do you know John Krakauer? Uh-oh. Hey, asshole. Trying to pick berries here. These guys do poison, which goes around shields. Yes, this shield is upgraded too, so it's far stronger. I wonder if I can get the deers to have sex with the pigs. Look at my eyebrows moving up and down. That means I'm being wry. If I was a movie director, I'd just be like, a little more rye. Not rye enough. All right, Will. Mr. Farrell, can we please up the wryness? This is called Rye Guys, okay? Couldn't afford the McDonald's licensing fee. All right. So we got a pig, but we got to do a little more work on that. But I'm tired. I need to get a little sleep. Let's do a bit of sorting. The most tedious part of the game. But, yeah, so the Mormon kids, and then I saw them, and then I went to my destination, and then I returned from my destination, and they were... Did that finish? Yes. Watch this. It's going to spit out a bunch of white lights. Yeah. Look how great the light looks. It's so cool. I love it so much. This is frost resistance. In order to get the silver, which lives up in the mountains, we need to have frost resistance. But eventually we'll be able to get a warmer clothing. But you can't do that until you get silver. So they make you kind of jump through the hoops a bit. I just love setting things out as decorative items. Oh man, I wish I cared as much about my own. I do have this hammer. They call them hammers, but they're actually called mallets. If you want to sound like a real woodworker. Love it. Built this from a piece of Douglas fir from a construction lumber I took from a construction site, garbage. And this was a leg of a table, of an IKEA table, I think. I think it's beech. Very nice, firm hardwood. It's milled and sanded together, or glued together somehow. But I shaved it up, or I shaped it to kind of feel like a bone. That was sort of the idea. Really beautiful thing. Let me know if you'd like to buy one. I'm serious. Like, I could make some, like, I can't do a lot of woodworking because my wrists are fucked up. But if I wrap my wrists and then put on the braces, I can do enough. I can go slow. And I want to make a video of it. I think a really cool thing would be like somebody orders, or maybe I build them to order or something, or, make them ahead of time. But it'd be rad if you were like, okay, you're this month's mallet, and I'm going to make a video of the mallet I'm going to build for you, or maybe you need a shelf thing for your desk, or it's all got to be small items around this size, around this basketball-ish size. For obvious reasons, I have a workbench on my balcony, so there's not a lot of space. That would be so cool. I would love to be the guy whose podcast is like, the listeners are like in line to buy a cool fucking woodworking mallet. This thing is so fun to walk around with. It feels so strong. Yeah, it's great. I made one for my dad. Really hurts if you hit yourself in the head with it. Yeah. I know I just have such a great time. It's hard for me to get up and work on other people's bullshit. That's one of the reasons I have a hard time with jobs. It's like, I just don't give a fuck about your stupid editing. I care that there's money involved, and I care to do a good job. So I absolutely will do a good job, but like, if something feels meaningful and connected to me and connected to somebody who, it would be so, I am supremely motivated. I have an engine in me that will outrun almost anything. My example is I went up to go fishing, and I spent the entire time in a garage making a birdhouse out of a log. The time of my life. It was so fun. I feel it so much at peace when my mind is occupied in that way. Oh, that looks cool. Just the white, kind of the contrasting stone looks really neat. I like it. Yeah, man. So I think I want to extend the roof up top. In fact, I have to climb up there to retrieve the wood. See how it's this sort of this clunky little beanie parked on top of it? I feel like that needs to be stretched out just a bit. Hold on, there's a deer. Let me shoot it in the face. Oh, I shot it in the forward chest. Oh yeah, sorry. That's the whole point of going out here. I don't know what the best food is, but I'm pretty sure they like mushrooms. Yeah, so these Jesus Mormon freaks were talking. I heard him talking to a guy, and I heard him say the word Jesus. I just thought it was so classic. They weren't like, okay, where's the in and out? Is it around here? Where do I got to go? I just heard him say the word, and I was like, oh, no, that's what they are. Theory confirmed. I think I don't know how I would persuade them, but I would try to implant in them a distrust of authority. That's, I think, the way you set the seed for questioning things. Because you don't really persuade people. You give them permission to think on their own. And I think you try to activate their subconscious or something. You know, you kind of allow them, like, almost in a sense, like liberating, not that it's like, oh, well, liberate your brain, but like, there's so many defensive walls, and they're trained, and there's so many reasons why people can't be persuaded. Persuading somebody in a one-on-one is like incredibly unlikely and rare. But I think if you kind of, I don't know if this is true or not, but this is sort of, oh fuck, a cold wind. Oh no, I know what this is. This is going to be intense. We got freaks flying in here. That means I need to get my, yeah. Look, oh goddamn, oh fuck. I should have been looking. Well, that's danger. This happened already. I can kill these guys if I can avoid that. I saw the shadow before. Jeez. Now I got to get my body, and I got to put on my clothes. I'm gonna get killed before. Okay, I don't have enough clothes. Eat. Okay, if I can just get some shots off. Okay, I don't know where they are. Let me hide under here and get dressed. The deer's worried. Oof, that actually worked. I was just gonna risk it. Okay, now that I have clothes. And they make you freeze, which screws up your... Oh, I got him. Oh, no! Okay, I think that one hit me with like all 3 shots. Run. Okay, there's 3 of them. Oh, no. Does this work? Okay, that's probably what I gotta do while my stamina gets back. Keep them away from the house. Maybe they can get distracted with deer. Like that guy there. Roll! Oh god, look at my health. Fuck! So I've already lost skill from the first death, and then you don't keep losing skill. Is it 7:30? No. Okay. Hang on. I have my like light. It turns the screen orange at 7:30 p.m. and I always turn it off. This sucks. Okay, where's my body now? I'm totally without food. There he is. Gotta eat. Gotta get some breakfast. Gotta get some clothes on. One at a time. Okay. Nope. They interrupted me. Man. This is not. Hoodie. I have terrible clothing. Shorts. Oh, god damn it! I thought the rock was gonna. James, come help me! That first death really screwed me up, man. I'm not wearing good armor. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some better armor. But then that screws up picking up my stuff. So here, let me try this real quick. Eat. I have it. Okay. But see, when you grab your body, when you have stuff on, it doesn't take it all. It's really annoying. All right, I don't know if that's the right one, but so this is war, though. I am not going to put up with this. I mean, I am definitely going to put up with this. There it is. Did they fly away? Okay, it did give me my shit. Put that on. I don't have good arrows. Oh, I wanted to kill him, though, man. I just got, like, beat up. Bullies. Okay, they're around somewhere. Okay, there's one. All right, so good. I get a chance to do some revenge murdering. At least they're out there hunting deer. I should get better. Let me go get some better arrows. This is crazy. I have this giant open floor plan kind of thing, which is probably not real intelligent. Should probably have like a fortified 7. That's right. What are the good ones there? We'll just try a couple different ones. Okay. Rambo is ready. Lots of stamina. I can get him when he pauses. Terrible shot. Burn! Oh, the flames got him. Good. So I have like, yeah, gland. Oh, you, come on. I'm trying to make friends with your species. So if that one didn't go away, though, that stands to reason there should be the other 2. Oh, berries. Hold on. Priorities. Yeah, so honestly, I have no idea how you'd persuade somebody out of their bullshit. But I think you can just like, don't really focus on like, yeah, but the Bible says this. Oh, that's a big deer. It's a 1 star. Sorry, you're a very good example. I must murder you. You get extra stuff. Extra goodies. So what the hell are these things, man? Oh yeah, I had even a power up. This pig over there. I planted these trees. That's why they're in such nice rows. Let's just book it over to the other side. Maybe they're... I will not feel secure until the enemy is vanquished. Can't believe I got killed like 4 times. I don't know. Maybe only one of them stuck around for whatever reason. Okay, I just heard something happen. I think I would have had a chance if I had evaded the first kill shot. I mean, that was a very effective initial assault. That's like the guy, like King Longshanks, and oh, there he is. Deers. Does sneaking actually help? Can I poison it? Let's see if we can hit it with a poison arrow. Like the evil king of England just gets pounded in the head by. For some reason, I'm King Longshanks in this example. Kill you. Oh, that took a lot. Damn. Okay. Was it already injured? I think that might have been the one I already hit. Now I'm frozen. Let's go sit in here. Cool off. I'm sore. I'm sad. I don't wanna. I don't want it anymore. Yeah. King Edward Longshanks takes the arrow to the head is me in that scenario. That's not at all the reference that from Braveheart. Okay, there's oh, got a skull, got a trophy. These are pretty cool actually. And frosty fishing bait. Okay, I like that. I love that it lets you make different fishing baits based on a biome's more difficult monster. So I have 2 freezing glands, which means it's probably a third one somewhere. But just checking over this hump. Nope. I don't know. I guess we'll just go about our business and wait for it to meander back over. Those were Mormons. Those were Mormons that heard me dogging them. I gotta respect the hustle. You know, look what you can get people to do. That's the power of storytelling. Not even just religion, but you can get people to believe all sorts of stupid shit. Go around and talk to people about fantasy tales. It's weird. But hey, you got to be on your grind. Joseph Smith, always be hustling. Okay. Well, and they took a couple shots at the base, I think, so maybe there's some repairs needed, but that sucks though, man. You lose. So my fishing, I don't know what it was, but everything, all of these take a hit when you die. And I guess I don't know if it's exponential, but it's like much harder to go from 49 to 50 than to go from 38 to 40 to, you know what I mean? Every next stage is harder, I think. Just trying to get some pigs to have sex. Like a real man. All right. Anybody? Hang on. I know you're upset. This is exactly what it was like when I was trapping the cat. That was also another weird whole thing because I had to do it by myself. I was the only one she trusted, so I had to feed her. I would go out every day, sit out in the back with her a couple times a day at least. Well, twice a day to feed her, but I also go out like in the middle of the day just to hang out. She was really trusting really quickly. It was clear that she had family or some sort. But let me put a roof on this. That's what I was going to do. Before I was rudely interrupted. So, yeah, if we find another of these freeze glands, then it got killed somewhere. But otherwise, there's a third one somewhere. Maybe. I do like the idea that it's just out there roaming around, though. That is kind of fun. Let's drop some mushrooms. I thought I had... I'm just going to give it one of everything that it might eat. But I had scheduled a vet appointment for the girl, for Eva. And, you know, committed to that. And I was like, then I go out there to like catch her because we'd bought a soft carrier. We should have bought a hard one, and I ended up buying another hard one. It was only $8. It's amazing how inexpensive things are, and it's a very nice one too. At least it was functionally. I really resent that they did that to me. And I got so stressed out I couldn't get her. Like I wasn't gonna like fight her. I had her in my hand and I was gonna like dump her into it, like try to like push her into it. And cats, as soon as they decide they don't want to do something, they're ferocious, especially some stray street cat. Here, check out this head. So I didn't make it, and so I'm calling the vet place, and of course the vet place is like you read the reviews, and like there's every goddamn place is so expensive, and some of the reviews are like they don't answer their phone, and like someone like I've been going here for years, they're great. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Get off there. I'm a fish guy. Get the hell out of here. I'm gonna put you in my bucket of heads. These are all cool heads. We're gonna make maybe a separate video for that. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I didn't get the freaking cat. You know, like the appointment goes by and I'm on the phone. I'm on hold on speakerphone, or they didn't even answer, or they put you on hold right away. It was just like, what the fuck? Why aren't you guys answering? Like, you should be answering. It shouldn't take 45 minutes to get somebody on the phone, and so it's overworked stuff. Probably, probably just don't have enough staff, as everywhere. Because the entire system, even when the artifice of employment works fine, it's still a ridiculous thing that the species is doing it to itself. But people can tolerate that, but it seems to be crumbling at every opportunity because the insecurity of the bosses is always paramount. They need to maximize their bullshit because if they don't, then they have to become a worker. And who the fuck wants to do that? So, yeah. All right, let me get... So anyway, yeah, I didn't make the appointment, and then they do walk-ins, which is how I had to do it, which is fine. I just had to wait a few hours. I had the time. It's not like it was even about time, but I got so stressed out when I couldn't catch her because I had to do it by myself. Like it's not like I could have had two people because anybody would come by and she basically. Although she did get friendly with the neighbor lady because she was standing there for a while and she started rubbing on her feet, but still, it wasn't like I could have easily. I had to do it without help. But we got it done. I sat out there for like, not 4 days, but I'd been feeding her in the crate for like several days in a row before she was like primed up, and she trusted me enough. I zipped it up around her tail, pushed it in, and then she starts, she starts just freaking out the whole time. Take her to the vet. Vet got frustrated. I was like wearing leather gloves. Like, I don't know. She's going to bite my hand. Like, I was terrified. She was claw me open. Every bit of it was just like weird and stressful. But she took to it okay when we got her home. I'm skipping over a little bit of that story, but she was within a few hours kind of coming out and looking around, and you could tell she was a little bit freaked out. Gave her some food and water, Eventually she settled in, and now we're best friends, except also I kind of want to get rid of her because it feels like a terrible time in my life to have a cat. I don't have enough money. I have to borrow money to help her. I don't think I can keep her, and I've already put the word out to a few people if they know of a home that she might want or that might be able to take her, because she's very sweet. She's honestly a really lovely cat. If I could get a cat like her in a different situation in life, if I had a girlfriend or a wife, we were moving in or something, building a house or not building, setting up the homestead of my dreams, of her dreams, hopefully too, of course. This cat would be perfect for that. She's really sweet, except for her freaking terrifying nails. All right, I'm super lost in my bullshit here. Let me put some arrows away. Trying to get my head on. Keep a stack of wood arrows. Let's do, I don't know where to put the glands. That's what I'm looking for. I have a couple. Whatever, just dump it. Who cares? All right. So what we're going to do is sleep, and then we'll do a little bit more work on the pig. Then maybe the next one we'll pick it up at trying to get the pigs too. Okay, so let's see how this looks at night, though. I really like this, though. This whole little house looks cool. That's why I focus so much on making things symmetrical, because Look how open that feels. I know I said I was almost done, but I just realized I want to do something really quickly. Hang on. Yeah, and I've been pretty stressed lately. There's been some really stressful things, for all the various whatevers. Oh, I think I see skeletons. Don't be a skeleton surprise. I'm just gonna pop him. Oh, went through his ribcage. No, went over his head. I see you. This is where the whole community part of this game would be so much better. Having other people running around doing stuff. As per usual, the whole trick of society is to make people as alone as you can possibly get them. In whatever situation, you maximize individualism, which is the literal promotion of weakness. There's nothing less weak than a human by themselves compared to a human who is not by themselves. That's why they love individualism. That's why they love the modern nuclear family structure. Anytime you cannot have a connection, you have less leverage because you are more insecure and therefore less likely to take risks and less likely to have backup and more susceptible to bullshit like Mormon cult recruiters, etc., etc. So yeah, but you can also get a lot done in this game by running around, getting stronger, I guess. Hey, you can row across the Atlantic Ocean in a boat. Yes. Some people do really impressive things by themselves. All right. All this freaking crap I gotta sort out. What am I doing here? I just was coming in to grab. I'm just gonna dump all this shit and do it later. Keep that. Okay, this is the pie. I'd already pre-selected all these, if you can tell. We already given it a mushroom, a yellow one. So now I have one of each little thing to hurl at. Although, you know what? Let me repair my hammer. Because I want to build a roof. What's this? Okay. But I think the way with those Mormon kids, and at some point in life, maybe I'll meet somebody. It would be funny though if like I was someday I come back on the show. I'm like, hey everybody, have you heard of Joseph Smith? Boy, have I had an interesting couple of weeks. Like they got me. I didn't expect it. And then suddenly now I'm wearing a white shirt, going around talking about Jesus. I do consider myself persuadable, honestly. Like I'm very open. I don't like being super confident about stuff. So if I'm very confident about something, it doesn't mean I'm right. It just means that I've at least reached some kind of threshold that makes sense to me. Like the autism notion didn't take. I mean, I still have a little bit of doubt, and I know there's a lot of like nuance to refine in my understanding. But after the first couple of articles when I read it that one night, I was just like, "What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? This autism thing is this thing I had not completely the wrong idea, but like I was way off. This is me." That was so weird. It's like, oh my god. But of course, I didn't conclude with the confidence I have now until I listened to a ton of podcasts. I listened to part of a book. I haven't finished it. And read a ton of articles, watched a shit ton of TikToks. My autistic brothers and sisters who are just freaking amazing information dispensers because they're autistic, which means they're really particular and nerdy, which is why I'm like, yeah, like they're that I get what they're saying. They're not. All right, pig. Eat up. You will love me. They calm down eventually and they eat, and then I'm taming. This is the taming thing here. Like if it was even like 70% accurate, the stuff I was reading about autism, I'd be like, I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty close, but there's probably more to it than that. But it's like 90 plus 95%. I mean, there's variations in degrees of how it manifests in different people. I don't have the clumsiness at all. Like I think I'm almost like not that all autistic traits are done in extremes, but there are sort of like above averages, it seems, with some of it. Which is why you sometimes see interesting abilities, I guess, drawing potential and whatnot. But I'm like the opposite of clumsy. I'm like kind of ridiculously coordinated. I like really fast reflexes. Oh, great. Oh, see, skeleton fighting a shaman. Not that I'm claiming that every single trait is related to it, although literally every single trait is related to it. It's called prevalent. I think is the word I heard someone use. It means that it's not a. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to repair it. It's not something that is changeable in terms of like it's as core to who you are as the shape of your nose, as having 5 fingers. It's not a thing that you can like. You can live in better circumstances. You can manage the symptoms differently. You can develop, coping responses and support networks and stress management and ability to communicate about your accommodations. But just to be able to like point at something and be like, be able to have a conversation with someone about my brain without the autism framework, I have to explain. I just would sound like a wild maniac. Not that that's what the definition, but you know what I mean? Like in order, it's so validating to be like, yeah, it's this thing that's like well understood, or at least pretty well understood. It causes some stress and people have issues and it's tough. It's not necessarily an easy go depending on your support systems, but not knowing just really, really fucked me up, man. So that's where I'm at now. And that's kind of why I'm unemployable. I don't know. I can't handle light. I'm so different. I went out today in the sun. It just rained. I mean, it would be bright for anybody, but I was in trouble with the light. I have sensitivity to noise too. That really trips me up. I don't know what I'm doing. Expanding. I don't know why I just did that. I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to build a door, but I just didn't do what I was thinking. So, I'm not going to always talk about it, by the way. I'm just kind of getting back into things, but I have a raging need to talk about it, though. It's honestly like, how could I not want to talk about the most important thing that's ever happened to me? So, but the kind of, and then I'll move on here. The core issue of it is that it relates to social behavior, at least in terms of how it manifests the strain, the friction that comes about from an inability or kind of a struggle to identify social cues in a world that is kind of built around different social cues. Like a good example, and this would be something I might put in a book. It's about my mom, and this is not like a judgmental kind of thing, but this is a very small deal, and this will probably relate to this too. You don't need to be autistic for this to make sense, but she loves this cat that I got. She sent me some toys. She's a cat lady, and her cat just died, which is really sad and shitty. Sucks. Ooh, honey. You know what I'm doing? Put another door right here. This will be my feeding door. This way, when I want to feed my pet pig. Hi. Oh, I was facing the wrong direction. Is it? I think it's a little too high. All right, hang on. Anyway, she's this is just an example of sort of like communication styles that I picked up on because I'm very observant, and that's how I understand people is through my pattern recognition and then processing through a brain that has never turned off since I've been a baby. Not without heavy substance use like alcohol, which I had an issue with. Another hallmark of people who are undiagnosed, or not again, non-autistics get addicted to alcohol all the time as well. But my mom was talking about the cat, and she was like, "Oh, I was looking at the pictures of the cat, and I was just scrolling, and because she's starting, she got a new phone, she's getting used to using it. I worship the Lord in heaven for making me old enough to have parents who suck at technology, because otherwise they'd be on the internet haunting me." And she was just expressing that she really likes these pictures and that she loves seeing the cat, and it's she's a cute cat, and I sent her pictures of the cat playing with toys that my mom sent because I'm nice and thoughtful, and I just feel like these under parts need to see, poking out. Here, I'm gonna do this real quick. And so I it's fine. I was like, oh great, okay, cool. But what she was doing was asking for more pictures. That's what she was doing. She was saying, can you send me more pictures? But instead of saying, can you send me more pictures of the cat? I'd like to see more pictures of her. She told me how much she likes the pictures of the cat. I know this sounds petty, and I'm not saying it, but like, I'm just like, why don't you just ask for pictures of the cat? Why do I have to guess what you're asking me for? Small example. Because obviously she would like to see more pictures. I just don't want to have that kind of relationship with my parents where I'm dialing in with like updates. Sadly, I kind of wish I was. Oh, come on. My throw-in window. I'm a woodworker. I don't make mistakes. Oh shit, I just ate the honey. See, look, 21%. So it's getting used to me. If I can manage to not get murdered in front of the pig or kill the pig, somehow traumatized. What am I doing? But and the reason I think but the banality of that example kind of gives a good motherfucker. It's just because it's like it's very normal to be like, hey, I like the cat. I'm like, all right, thanks for letting me know. I'll update my log file. Mom likes the cat. You look such a jerk, though. I'm like, I'm sorry. There we go. Got some feeding stairs. This is it. Okay. Eat. In fact, you know what? Have some dirt. A little easier for you. Oop. I don't know if we could have gotten out there, but that would have been close. There. Have some soup. Gotta aim the right way first before you set the... I hope that doesn't sound petty. I'm not trying to be like, my mom is... It's just like, that's kind of a normal way of communicating. Whereas I'm just like, okay, well, are you asking for pictures as a cat? Like, I appreciate that you like her. I'm no problem telling me that, but is that the... What is that the point of that comment, or do you want more? And it's easy enough for me to just be like, all right, mom wants more pictures of the cat, I'll just give her more pictures. So it's like a very okay, fine. But like, I'm not going to give you pictures of the cat till you ask. I've been playing by your rules. That's what you call masking, kind of, for 40 plus years. So you play by my rules now. Say what you mean. I hope people relate to that. I don't know. Oh, crap. I think those were raspberry. Oh, man. Don't ever chop down your raspberry bush, guys. Okay? Chop down your human bush. Definitely do that. Ugh. Is there anything worse? I kid. I don't think it's actually that bad. I think I don't really care, honestly. Since I brought up that topic, went straight from my mom to whether I like bushes. That's good. That's haunting. All right. Well, oh yeah. Final repairs. How much wood do we have? I'm just going to drop my crap in the crap drop bucket. Yeah, I don't know why I don't like putting down nails. Who puts nails down? I got plenty of wood. Let's build up our little angled ladder here. Uh-oh. Spot. So if it doesn't work the way I want, just snapping it in like this. In fact, I'll probably do a corner piece. You can take fall damage too, so you gotta be real careful. And these are not, this is not actually symmetrical the way I like. They're, because it did these goofy angles that stick out, that screws up the symmetry. But you can still fill the gap in. But you still kind of start with the anchored sides. Oof, take fall damage. You could easily die doing this construction stuff. Okay. Oh. These are the steeper ones, the 45 degrees, and those don't let you stand on them. They slide off. So maybe I'll get some people on the show. I'm actually getting ready to, once I get a few rounds under me here with this video stuff and some other things, I think I'll be reaching out to some old friends, maybe some new friends. Gonna see if I can get, oh god, that one's messed up. Brian from Street Fight Radio on. He's a guy, I was calling his show a bunch last year, talking to him. Feel like he'd be down. He seems like he's pretty busy. Can I even reach up there? So close. All I know how to do is be honest, man. That's all I really ever had. It's just this fucking rambling idiot guy, and I don't know. It's not a very comforting career prospect in a way, you know. I should be out being like, all right, I'm gonna become a solar panel salesman. I'm gonna change my life. I've got to go get a degree in something. That all sounds so reasonable. What am I doing? I just forgot. Okay, there. So see, I gotta do like, it's got a gap. Kind of like a gap tooth. I could leave it, but oh, you know what I did? Actually, up top, that's what that one log is right there. Nope, right there. That's pretty good. See, it's kind of close. I don't think that's perfect, but who's counting? I'm counting. I'm very much counting. But I'm hoping that I can make this work. I got to be consistent because I don't think I can function in the world. Honestly, I need to be able to control my space and my environment. And it seems unlikely that I'm going to find an employer that allows those accommodations the way I would need. And I don't really want that. I mean, I'd take a job. I've never been paid well for editing. I've done a couple of freelance jobs that paid me pretty good, you know, in line with like what you make when you're really doing well. But those are like less than 2 weeks of total time for that. So I've never been like a film or the editors that make like 80K a year or make like $80 an hour plus overtime where they're just cranking in money. Long ass days though. It's also hard on the wrists to be like a real ass paid editor where you have to fucking, don't swear so much. I'm trying not to swear, but you have to produce all day. That's hard on your hands and it's rough on the brain for me. So I kind of have to do this. It's like the world is just like, dude, you can do it. You have to do it. It's not. I've put out thousands of stuff, thousands of things, podcasts and YouTube videos. Suck Professors took up an immense amount of stuff. Out of wood. Oh, I need a workbench up top. That's right. That's dumb. Can I put it right there? I think I need. Here. There you go. That's just good construction. That's just good job site management. Boss comes over. Hey guys, who built the workbench on top of the angled ladder? Come on. I let you guys get away with all sorts of things around here, but come on, that's too much. Oh, that's not the right angle. All right. This is some tedious ass shit, isn't it? Okay. Final chunk here. This will go much easier since it's all sort of squared up. And then we tear down the scaffolding. I got other games I'm going to play. I hope people like the game stuff. I mean, I know some people will. I mean, there's a chance maybe I connect with some show or some, I honestly think I'd be really great as like a sidekick. Like a guy who just shows up and just is funny. Doing all this work kind of burns me out. Oh yeah, I gotta grab all this wood. That was part of the reason we did all this. I'm falling. Get up. There's one right there. Be quiet. Ah. About. See him up here in the smoke. I just want to put a mushroom up here, though. Wouldn't that look cool? A little glowy yellow mushroom. What did I just rip out? What is that? Something's gone haywire. Maybe not. All right, sorry, gotta figure this out. So that's only just 2 right there. It's 1, 2. But oh, I think I see. Nope. Okay. Got text. Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay, I think I see what's going on here. Like, it would be fine to just leave that little vent there, but yeah, so it was clicked into the board at the top, or that's why I was. Come on. There it goes. Okay. Green means like structural strength. So it's all green together. That's pretty good. So like, yellow means it's not really that strong. It's losing, but it's still plenty strong for holding stuff up. And like red means it's ready to crash. It's going to stay. So it's sort of like a kind of a good little system for sort of assessing your strength here. And the fact that I have just these 4 pillars, I'm proud of that, because I could strengthen all that up there. Like right there, if I just put more pillars down, it'll turn all that green because these are like blue, which means they're like rock solid anchored. So it goes blue, green, same green, I think, kind of. Yeah. Sometimes it's like a little bit lighter. So yeah, see, that's like a lighter green right there. Yellow, red, yellow, lighter green. You want to see if it's not symmetrical when you do that, you know that this something is misaligned. Not that I do that for every little bit here, because honestly, if it's just red, it's fine. It's pretty generous with what it lets you get away with. Easiest way is just take. Watch this. Haha. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's take a gander from a couple angles. It's too big. I mean, it's fine. It just looks ridiculous now, honestly. It's just so big. Yeah. It just looks like it looks like having two cowboy hats on top of each other. I like it. I'm gonna leave it for a while, but I kind of was picturing, like, if I could have that, if I could just make it. It was too small before. Now it's too big. If I could cut that by half, which I could go in there and like, if you hold shift, it turns off snapping and lets you place it. So I don't know. Let's hang up my shield. This is going to be James's wall, but I just want to see what it looks like. Oh yeah, blue and white. Here's my other shield. That's the one I use on first dates. Why does it have squares? Look at the weird text. Is that just a... Yeah. Like, did someone leave a comma in the wrong spot or something? And it comes... Sometimes you get weird font glitches. That's funny. They just did an update. Okay. Cool, man. Look at this cool... Look at all this light. Even how it glows up the shit in the bowl and the serpents do. So impressive. I'm down with this. Let's do a slow walk. Gonna do some lights in here. I like that mushroom on the left right there. That's cool. They look cool as mushrooms, but also I like the idea of kind of... That top is so huge. No chance of running into it. Do I have anything I can cook? Nope. Cool, man. All right. That's growing on me. I do like it, actually. It's fine. Oh, I know. Sorry. That thing hanging off is not... Yeah. Might fall, though. There you go. That sort of widens it, but kind of links it in a sense, I think. I don't know. I have no idea. It's going to be awesome. Like a guy just building a really cool basement for nobody to come over. All right, folks. See you later. Thanks for letting me ramble. Hope you're enjoying this. Please leave comments and stuff. Consider Patreon. Check out the other stuff, maybe. I haven't even posted a single thing on there yet. I'm just going to start doing a rambling podcast, maybe an article or something. Just going to keep trying. Going to keep having fun with it. Going to make these pigs have sex. I'll talk more about how to persuade the Mormons. The final thought is, like, I just think somehow that you can, like, shake a little bit of the foundation of in their subconscious that it's okay to question authority, that it's okay to let doubtful thoughts be present as something to be proud of, sort of, like, I don't know. Not sure how I would even communicate that, but I do hope to someday be able to prove test my theory, rack up some numbers on converting Mormons into being bald atheists like I am. All right. Say goodnight. Kitty cat got up. She's probably waiting for me to feed her. Check this out. But you can't see it. Whatever. I got a whole thing going on there. Bye-bye.